Hey reviewers, and welcome back to the channel. I hope you guys have been well. Today we're back at P&H Motorcycles over in Crawley and we're taking out the 2021 Yamaha MT-07. Let's go. And there she goes. Now what I'm going to do, guys, you probably know the formula by now, but I'm going to take her for a really quick ride. We're going to stop, I'll do a proper walk around with a different camera, talk you through the whole bike, front to back, all the features on it, then we'll go for a proper ride, okay? Now this one is brand spanking new. I think it's got 3 miles on it. We've got brand new Michelin rubber on there, so we're not going to be going crazy, but yeah, take on a mixture of roads. Let's go. Well, we got super lucky with the weather again today, guys. P&H seemed to book it in advance. Absolutely awesome. So we'll do a proper walk around and go through the specs, guys, but yeah, already super comfortable. The seat height is quite low, it's 805, and you know, I'm 6'4", all arms and legs, so the seating position is like, oh, it's lovely, you know, it really is super easy. This is Yamaha's CP2 engine. We'll go through all the specs and stuff, but yeah, she's got a lovely burble to her, really nice. Lots of torque as well, so you know, just riding it away, yeah, really easy. Oh yeah, this is awesome. This is awesome. So yeah, she's quite tight at the moment because, you know, absolutely brand new, but I'm sure she's going to loosen up on the ride. We'll just take it gentle to start with, better in. Check out that weather. Yeah, buddy. Oh, it is so good to be out in the sunshine. Makes such a difference. Oh man, beautiful. Once we put a few miles on her and she's nice and warm for the second ride out, I'll give it a bit of beans, don't you worry. Right guys, just quickly then, so initial impressions, comfort wise already really nice just as a jump on. We'll see as the ride develops, but yeah, very comfortable even for a bigger guy like me. Lots of punch out the corners, you know, lovely soundtrack from that engine as well. Yeah, torquey massively, loads of torque, super easy, very smooth. Nice and easy on the handling, very light as well, and I do mean light, she's only 184. So yeah, what I'll do, I'm going to park up and do a proper walk around, talk to you through the features on the bike, and then we'll take her out for a proper ride. Catch you in a bit. Alrighty then reviewers, here she is, the 2021 Yamaha MT-07. What a beaut. So what I'm going to do in traditional fashion, do a bit of a walk around of the bike, go through the features, and then we're going to take it out for a proper ride afterwards. So I guess starting with pricing, in the UK this starts from £6,902. You can add a few extras to it, but to be fair, it really doesn't need a lot. You've got pretty much everything that you need as it comes. So let's go through a bit of the equipment then. So you've got 17-inch wheels, front and rear of course, and for this year you've got the new Michelin Road 5 tyres on there. These ones are brand new, but already, yeah, we're doing some work on them and they feel as fantastic from them. Lots of confidence there. Brake wise then, so you've got 4-pot calipers at the front and you've got dual vented discs, they're 298mm, and at the back you've got 245mm single caliper there by Nissan. I have to say, styling wise, especially the wheels, absolutely love the look of this bike. It is beautiful. There's been some minor styling tweaks for 2021, mainly a bit of a revised frame at the top there, the tank. For those who don't know, this is the best selling Hyper-Naked from 2014 up until present. It's that good. Right, continuing with the styling theme then, let's have a look at these lights then. So you've got LED lighting front and rear. This is the new updated unit on the front there, so you've got the projector LED beam. I think it looks really nice. It's a lovely symmetrical design and it fits with the air intakes for the tanks there as well, so very, very nice. At the back again, so it's LED, nice setup there, very clean. Maybe get a tail tidy, it's not a lot, maybe 40 quid, stick it up the back there. But yeah, styling wise, on point. I mean, from this angle, she is just naughty. That exhaust reminds me of the early R6s, to be fair. It's the kind of theme that they've kept throughout. Now, speaking of the exhaust then, yeah, it's Euro 5. They have updated it. It's all welded now. You still get a lovely noise from it, and obviously we do a lot more on the rides. But Yamaha really know how to get a good sound from these bikes, even with all of the Euro 5 compliance regulations. In the process of making it Euro 5 compliant, I think it's like 1 horsepower down, you just wouldn't notice it. So engine wise, this is the CP2 engine from Yamaha, obviously the cross-plane crank design, it filters right the way down from the R1. So this one's 2-cylinder, 4-valve, 4-stroke, petrol liquid cooled engine. Cross-plane, got a lovely burble to it, loads of torque low down. So for 2021 it makes 72 horsepower now, 67 newton meters of torque, and it's 690cc or 689. And you know what they say, there's no replacement for displacement. So for the middleweight super nakeds, if you like, this one's punching above its weight, and it's got tons of character and tons of torque. Really pulls you out the corners nicely, but it's very smooth with it as well. Really, really smooth, very well behaved in town driving. Right, so in terms of comfort then, this is the seat, and it's nice and wide, it's firm but very supportive as well. The short ride over here was very, very nice. Now the height is 805 mil, so taller riders, don't be put off by it, the fact that it's lower. It's actually beautiful. I'm 6'4", and I found the riding position to be really, really nice. It was super, super comfy. And obviously, if you're not 6'4", you're going to get on with this just fine. The peg height's really nice actually as well. It's a very relaxed position, but still sporty, so you can definitely go through the corners and really enjoy the bike. Right, coming on to the controls then. So left-hand side here, this is where you can cycle up for your trip. I'll give you a bit of a go through on the screen in a second. Lighting here, full beam, dipped and main. Indicators here. This is actually a really nice system, and I know it sounds weird about the indicators, right, but some of them can be a bit weird to cancel, whereas this one's quite nice. Horn button's just there. And then on this side, you've got your start-stop, of course, there. Hazards for off there, and accelerator and brake, all the rest of it. Right, ignition's just at the start here, so pop the key in there. And there's your kind of start-up animation. Now, if we use this button here, this is going to go for your trip and info. You just have a look at the screen there. There's your odometer, 16 miles, so she's just a baby. There's your trip. Now look, here's our average MPG on that short journey. Remember, this bike is done 16 miles. We're averaging nearly 60 miles per gallon. We've got a full tank there as well. But yeah, absolutely awesome. So just talk you through the rest of it then. You've got gear indicator on the right hand side here. There's your time, which is useful to have. Obviously your speed, and there's your tachometer. And that's a really useful layout. Now it's an LCD screen, but don't be put off the fact it's not a TFT. You do not need more than this, I promise you, it works really well. And the visibility, even in high brightness like it is today, is very, very good. Just covering off a bit more actually from the system there, you have got ABS on this bike as well. So again, if you're pushing hard, you've got that confidence there for all weather conditions, and the feel of it so far, absolutely superb. We'll do a bit of a brake test on the ride as well. But other than that, I think that pretty much wraps it up. Let's take it for a ride. Right then gang, walk and talk done. Hope you enjoyed that bit. Let's take it for a proper ride where I give you a good talk about the power of the bike, how it feels, and go through a bit more of the features. Let's go. So she's super, super easy to get on, especially for somebody like me, but super easy to get on. So key down there. There's that start-up animation. Ignition. Boom. Right, visor down for the audio so we can talk properly. Let's go. How lucky are we to have been blessed with this weather again? Absolutely awesome. Makes a massive change for the last few weeks in the UK. It was miserable. So here we are then gang, 2021 Yamaha MT-07. What a beauty. So she's had a few cosmetic updates like I mentioned. Colour wise you've got, and I don't know how you're going to pronounce it, I'm probably going to mess it up, Storm, Flu, Icon Blue, and then you've got the black on there as well. Very, very nice. I'll flash them up on the screen so you can see them. I really like the grey, to be honest with you, and there's a blue in the showroom and I took some pictures, so I'll do a cut to it for you. But yeah, I think there's something for everybody there. Now, I probably mentioned she's only a baby, this one, 16 miles, and that was at the point of us doing the walk and talk, right? So I'm still kind of bedding her in. I'm not going crazy. I've been going through the rev range and kind of warming her up, so panic not. But already I can tell you that she is a ton of fun, this bike. Very, very easy to get on and ride. Super, super easy. So if you're looking for your first bigger bike, but you don't fancy a kind of racy super sport, but you want something with nice burble to it, lovely bit of torque, easy to use and ride with superb handling, this should definitely be on your list, because as I mentioned earlier, this is the best selling Hypernaked since 2014. It's won it every single year. Just let that kind of sink in, right? So it is an absolutely superb bike. Now there's lots of competition these days. Of course, you've got Kawasaki Z650s and you've got the Trident 660. This does beat them all basically on displacement, so if that's important to you, then you know for sure it's a winner. It's got more horsepower, it's got more torque than most of them as well, so definitely well powered, well fueled, fantastic engineering and a great characteristic engine. So yeah, I love it. There's something about Yamahas which has always excited me, and I know all bikes excite me, but they're like a precision machine. You know, Yamaha really know how to make exciting bikes. They look really good. The styling is on point, I think. It's just a lovely machine to ride. The handling is superb, and we'll do a bit more cornering up here, but she only weighs, this bike, 184 kg. That is oiled and fueled, my friends. So it almost feels like, you know, almost like a BMX with a gnarly engine, you know. It's so easy to get on with and ride, and then power is just effortless. You know, drop it down a gear, 4,000 RPM, and she'll just take off, you know, absolutely take off. I don't want to go crazy on this because she's only a baby, this one, but yeah, absolutely superb. The handling is pinpoint precise, you know, bit of counter steer. You've just got to look where you want to go, just look, and this bike will guide you around that corner with ease. It really, really will. Right, so for you guys who might be using it as a bit of a commuter, up ahead, this is the 30, so we're down to that 30 limit. Oh, goodness, another one. Right, oh, I've got the lights here. So, in fact, hold that thought, chaps. Now, the nice thing about the characteristic of this engine, all cross planes as well, you've got tons of torque. It's got gumption where it counts low down, so the ease of use for city speeds pulling away is incredible. Honestly, it's just got so much grunt low down. I mentioned horsepower wise it's around 72, it depends on where you read, but 72, right? But 67 Newton meters of torque, and for a bike which weighs, you know, not too much really, 184, it gives you everything that you need. Now, just being mindful of the cyclist here. Yeah, well, we've got right away horses, so you should really wait for us. In fact, I'm going to nip on past. So simulate a bit of town driving then. Third gear, right? If we look down, smidge over 3,000 RPM, 3.5, and she just purrs along like a kitten. Now at that point, that's just where the torque's really starting to come in, so you've got plenty of ability to pull away if you need to, but it's very smooth. It's not snatchy. They've got the injection just right on this bike. It's very, very forgiving, but it's all there when you need it, right? So twist of the wrist and you are gone. But yeah, town riding, super, super easy. As I mentioned, the bike is light, and I really mean this one. Super light, super flickable. She's a real dream to ride, actually. I mean, if I had, you know, the dream paddock and unlimited space and money, yeah, I'd get one of these. Yeah, too right. This is lovely. It is very nice, especially for my height and build. You know, it's just super comfortable. Position's brilliant. Not leant over, you know, upright position. Seats lovely and supportive. So here gives you an idea about that torque as well, right? So 4th gear, 30 miles an hour through here, I don't need to change down. I don't need to change down. It just purrs along, it really does. Very, very smooth, super, super easy at these speeds. Control wise, yeah, super, super easy as well. Now you don't have a million things to change on this bike, but you do not need to. You don't need to at this price point, you just don't. It's got everything you need. You've got telescopic forks, you've got some adjustment on the back shock as well. Everything you need is at your fingertips. Horns there, lovely and easy. Full beams, just going to put them on so you can see quickly on the screen. Full beam, just on the screen this is. There's your flash on this side. Beep, beep, beep. Nice and easy. Mr. Royal Mail's probably thinking, what am I doing? But I just want to show you the controls. Hazards on this side, that's easy, just on the right. But yeah, super easy to get on with. Now, they did widen the bars by 15mm for 2021, and for a guy of my stature, shall we say, yeah, that's lovely. Honestly, it is spot on. Comfort wise, that is great. Lovely feel from the clutch as well. Now, she was brand new when I got her, and the bike was at the top end there, but obviously that kind of beds in as she goes. But the feel is lovely. It is so smooth, very, very nice. Braking wise, I'll do a bit of a test as we get up here. Hopefully we'll get a bit of space, but at the moment we've got traffic in front and a car behind us, so I can't really do too much. But the initial feel was, you know, exactly what you would expect. 4 pots, twin discs, single at the back. Yeah, spot on. It is all you need. That little cross pane, bob, 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 bob. It's just so torquey. Look at the revs. 2000 in second. Just burbling along. Lots of cyclists out today. Obviously the weather is bringing everybody out, and too right? Last few weeks, yikes. In terms of the feel from the throttle then, very, very smooth at low speeds. Honestly, it's impeccable. Very, very nice. So, you know, if you are a newer rider, yeah, this bike's powerful, and yes, it's got lots of torque, but it's very smooth with it, okay? So, you know, it's very forgiving. Don't be put off by, you know, the power figures. It's very, very smooth. Slight twist of the wrist though, intentionally, and yeah, she picks up beautifully. We will get some faster cornering up ahead as well. Now, of course, these brakes are barely bed in as well, so they are brand spanking new. But feel so far, yeah, very, very good. Now, the bike's super light as well. You know, when you're stationary, it doesn't feel like in any way like it's, you know, danger of dropping. So if it is your first bigger bike, don't be put off by that, honestly. And the seat height as well, you've got loads of space there, you've got loads of room, easy to get your feet on the ground. Obviously it is for me, but I think even for shorter riders, you're going to get on just fine. But with all of these things as well, if you're shopping, the best thing you can do is get down there and throw a leg over, of course. Because the dark arts of motorbikes, they'll start talking to you as well. One of them will be whispering in your ear. You'll know which one you like. And we out of here. Yeah, it picks up really easily. Bags of torque there, bags of torque. I can hear all the bugs pinging off my lid. Yeah, look at it today. Beautiful. So can you see what I mean about the LCD down there as well? So it's very bright, but I can see that very, very easily. I don't know what it's like on the camera, but I can see that really, really well. It has everything that you need on there, it really does. Fuel gauge on there, time, gear selector, MPG. Look at that MPG, 59.4. And this is a brand new bike, right? Brand new. 59.4 MPG. Wow. So I would think as she beds in, as is normally the case, that's going to start to creep up as well. That is superb. So if you're thinking of using this for a bit of jack of all trades, bit of commuting to work, you know, variety of roads, yeah, not only have you got the power there and great handling, real characteristics, excellent styling, but on top of that, the economy is amazing. I mean, 60 plus mpg I reckon you'll get for sure when you're at cruising speeds. This is just the average, right? You see, 59. Wow. Well, I'm going to give it a bit of beans up here, I'm not going to lie, so that might go down a wee bit, but let's see if we can try and get it back up to 60 over before we get back. Thank you, friends. Let's let the lowered racing Fiesta get a head start. I want to catch up with them too quickly. Okay, so this is going into national speed limit, guys. Here we are. Right, second gear, 4,000 RPM. Let's give it a bit of beans. Wow. Look, yeah, she's quick. She is quick. So that weight really works in its favour because she's so light at 184. You don't need massive horsepower or torque figures to move her around. You know, she's light. Of course, I'm, you know, pretty heavy component of this bike, but she flies. Honestly, she is quick. Loads of torque there, loads of mid-range power. Yeah, what a belter. And cornering wise, it's so easy. So easy. You pretty much just look, right? Massive pothole there. Just look, tip her in. Nice and easy. Again, I know I always say it, but counter steer, right? Counter steer. You could just pretty much do that all the time on this. She is so flickable. Yeah, very nice. I will do as well, just before we head back, there's a bit of kind of dual carriageway, so I'll get her up to 70 just to kind of simulate a little bit of what dual carriageway looks like as well. So yeah, plenty of punch, plenty of power, all you need really, honestly. And you know, yes, it doesn't have a screen. You can get a sport pack as well, which adds on a few extra bits, including the tail tidy there and screen. You could just get a screen, you know, from anywhere, and maybe it will help a little bit. But what I will say is, for a naked, you know, at these kind of speeds anyway, you don't feel it whatsoever. Honestly, I know I'm a big guy, but you don't feel it. So it's really just more of a styling cue if you were to have a screen on there. Maybe it would finish the looks off, get a nice dark one. Yeah, probably would actually. Just a small thing at the top. Is that MPG? Still going up. 59.7. That's ridiculous. It's so good. Cycle through that trip again, just see what else we've got on here. There's your oil temperature, 81. Air temperature, 19. Getting warmer, nice. Odometer, 24 miles now. Hey chap. And there's your trip, right? Whoa, look at our current MPG then. Goodness, that's the live one. I'm just going into a 30, but I think it's topping out. No, still going. 116. Wow. So look, that's how you can get such a high average. So putting on fourth here, 3,000 RPM ish. 80 plus MPG. That's cracking. That is superb. Back up to 90. And there's our average. Look, 59.9. Go on, we're nearly there. Thank you. Yeah, loads of torque, just a slight twist there, that's all you need. And I'm barely ringing it, guys, you know, not even probably 50% throttle. I don't want to go crazy with this engine, she's only a baby. Yeah, look, 60.2. I will give it some beans down here on the dual carriageway type bit, but we're definitely going to end up over 60 plus by the time we get back to P&H. That's insane. Brand new bike as well, brand new. Get a bit of space here, so hopefully I can accelerate a bit more. Mind the monster. Right, 2000 RPM. Here we go. Wow. Yeah, she goes, boys. She goes. So let's just try something quickly. Is that Fiesta going to pull out? No. Right, look, 70. What was that MPG like? Let's get back into it. Look, so, yeah, look, I would say probably 60 MPG when you're at 70. That's what I reckon, around there, okay? That's amazing. That is ridiculous. The bike's not even run in. When she's run in, I'd imagine you get much more than that. Right then guys, so just to summarise then, riding position for tall and short I think is great, but even for taller people it is lovely. Extra width on the bars really helps there, so I think that's spot on. Styling cues, really nice. I love the lights, I love the symmetrical design as well. I think it's spot on. Very good. We haven't done a night ride, so I can't say yet what the lights are like, but let's be honest, they're projector LED lights, so they're going to be pretty damn good. LED front and rear. Serious braking power, so you've got 298 discs at the front, 245 at the back, 4-pot calipers at the front as well. Comfort wise was very good. Handling, fantastic. And the behaviour from the cross-plane engine as well, absolutely spot on. Really good. I mean, it's so forgiving at low RPM. Some bikes are kind of a little bit twitchy, you know, and if you don't clutch out just right, they kind of bite and it all gets a bit embarrassing. With this one, it's got bags of torque, right? Huge kind of power low down, and just that forgiveness, and the fueling is just on point. So yeah, very good. Definitely hats off from me. I think it's fantastic. As always, the best thing you guys can do is get out and ride one. P&H got this as the demo. Stock for all motorbikes at the moment is becoming a bit of an issue, so if you are in the market, genuinely get yourself down there, because you don't know what the next few months is going to bring. So that brings us to the end of our ride, guys. I hope you enjoyed it, and if you did, give it a thumbs up because that really helps me. And if you haven't subscribed already, consider doing so. We've got loads more content coming up. We're back at P&H now, so thank you so much to Marcus, Paul and all of the team. You guys are awesome. And reviewers, I hope you enjoyed the video. So thank you so much, and as always, stay safe, have fun. I'll see you on the next one.